Hello, it's Preston, CaptStickFigure here. I just wanted to make a quick little video to say thank you for 100 subscribers. It feels like it's been a long time coming. This channel is about 11 years old, if you can believe it, but I have enjoyed every second of working on this channel. If you haven't been around the whole time, you might not know this, but we actually started here as a Let's Play channel called Preston Can't Play. You can still see remnants of that at the end of most of the videos, but I started this a long time ago, about 10 or 11 years ago, and then I quickly invited my buddy Ton, who goes by Ponder now, to join me, and we were at it for a couple years. It's hard to remember the exact timeline, but we had a blast, man. I'm telling you, it was really, really wonderful working with them. And then, unfortunately, I ended up in a situation where I needed to move out of the city for work. And shortly after that, COVID hit, and it was a really complicated time. There wasn't much output on the channel, and then I took that opportunity, since I was solo, to move over to Twitch and start streaming there. And then eventually I started cutting down my Twitch VODs into episode-sized chunks, and I'm doing that now. I've been doing that for a few years. And I did change up the format a little bit, whereas earlier I was doing strictly like 10 to 20 minute episodes, and then I moved over to making episodes that were based on the task of whatever we were doing in the game at that time. So you could have a 10 or 20 minute episodes, you could have a 1 to 2 hour episode. It really just depended on the game and what I was working on at the time. So things have changed up a lot. The upload schedule is challenging because editing takes time, and I work a full-time job outside of doing this, obviously. At 100 subscribers, I'm not pulling in a tremendous amount of money. No money, in fact. But that's okay. I still have fun doing it. So that's going to stay the same. I'm going to keep working on that project. But in addition to that, I really wanted to try and change things up a little bit. And I miss making the Let's Plays. So you might have noticed, if you've been watching the Breath of the Wild episodes, that they are a little bit different from the others. And that's because they were streamed much more recently. And the reason for that is because once I'm done with those Twitch VODs, which I think I only have one more, so maybe 2 episodes on YouTube, once that's done, we're going to move that over to being exclusively a Let's Play. They're not going to be streamed on Twitch. Now, I already announced this on Twitch a while ago, but I decided that I was going to stream exclusively retro games on Twitch. And the reason for that is sort of twofold. One is because I thought it would be nice to have more of a focus on Twitch rather than sort of jumping around more. But also, I need an excuse to do more Let's Plays. So that seemed like a good way to do that, to separate. Retro goes to Twitch, modern goes to YouTube. Bada bing, bada boom. So that's going to be coming soon, and we'll continue doing that. I'll continue, like I said, I'll continue uploading the older Twitch streams as well. And then I think I want to venture into some different content too. Like, I want to maybe do some video essays. I've actually got one in the chamber that has been half finished for a couple of years now, that I want to finally put the finishing touches on and publish, and then hopefully keep doing stuff like this. Just quick little, maybe 10-minute videos, half review, half personal feelings on the game. And then I also wanted to try and maybe do some 100% runs, something that's more pre-recorded. I've really been watching a lot of You Can Beat video games, and while I am certainly not an expert in really getting into the weeds on games, these videos for me wouldn't serve as a guide so much. It would just be sort of chronicling my journey in getting into 100% runs. But a similar format, if you've watched You Can Beat video games, where it's pre-recorded and I just narrate it after the fact. That way I can sort of fast forward through stuff if it gets a little bit monotonous. If you're playing a JRPG and you have to grind a lot or something like that. If it's something repetitive and there's not really anything to talk about, we'll just skip right through it. But anyway, so that is what's on the horizon. More Twitch VODs, back to Let's Plays, maybe video essays, maybe 100% runs. I don't know how I'm going to fit this into my life, but I think I'm excited about it. I know I'm excited about it. I think I can do it, is what I meant to say. But nevertheless, even if nothing changes and this explodes in my face and it just stays the way it is, Thank you all the same for 100 subscribers. I will see you out there. I hope you enjoy the stuff that we have coming up, and I appreciate you for being here.